elite wide receivers, and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team. And we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Leaves it with the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Unloads it left. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
That one will find its way out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. Going with the ground game left. Quick spin on the line. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the lone running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Complete out of the backfield. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity.
Got some room in under the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
No, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? It's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
He'll bring it out. It's Randall. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Running to the left. Fights off the defender. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Catch in the middle, it's Randall. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese. And
he's loose. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Hand off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback now breaking the field. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Rushes on him. Plucks it out of the air. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Clemson. He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he added the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UConn. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Dropping back, it's Aller. Quarterback moving.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you know, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
I absolutely understand the thought process of this offense. The defense has to cover 99 yards. I'm okay with throwing the football, but, man, you got to throw that thing aggressively where only your guy can get it, not the defender. They make a big play, create some big momentum, and set their offense up in awesome field position.
The give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to the ground with the running back. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They've been running it, but now the pass. Caught behind the line. It's Randall. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. Can't make the the defense gets a fourth down stop.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Saunders. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Grabbed behind the line. It's Penn. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. To the air, it's Allen. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Now, Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The give on the inside. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the inside give. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. Early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They punt it away on 4th down. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
The offense changing the play. He's not afraid to throw it from way back here. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Got it in the middle. It's Ross.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
And the Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field it close to the 50. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Lets it fly deep downfield. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Punt is on its way. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. Coming out with it, it's Saunders. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll start this drive with an end around. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Wide receivers, running backs, you see them. They're interchangeable now. You see each playing different positions and handing the ball to wide receivers like you get here. You know, wide receivers are getting the ball more and more in space, but you're also trying to hand them the football so they can make some plays, get more touches, especially those good guys. Not a great game, but definitely a good job of getting the wide receiver involved in the run game.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Give to the single back. Across the 45. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Scanning the field, it's Aller. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it. Get it to your running back and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's second and long. Looking to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Smith. Oh, it's a running room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure affects quarterbacks. This guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll run the screen. Jukes his way for more. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Looking for a man. It's Aller. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown, Penn State! And that one will give them the lead. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. The offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Randall. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Wide open downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he's making it look easy out there, snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Right on target this time. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any conclusions.
They kick it away on fourth down. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. On the run, it's Singleton.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there calls the missed timing.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the community.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You could tell they had a beat.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you've got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Randall. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Throws to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. And they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. 2nd and 7. 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 2nd From the gun, wants to pass. It falls incomplete and will change into the field to get things started back up. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Using his legs, it's Singleton. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Power football with the run. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Dropping back, it's Aller. Grabbed over the middle, it's Ross. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And playing defense now in college football, you have to be ready for motions. And wide receivers are becoming more and more a part of the game plan of getting them the football, letting them be running backs. You see it even in the NFL some too. Great job by the defense. They were ready for it. They were aware. Now the offense maybe use that as a decoy in the future.
That's an outstanding effort by the defense. Backs against the wall. How about the play inside on that defensive line, just tunneling down low. They're able to get the stop, and now they set up 4th and 1 on the goal.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's random. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. To the air on first down. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hauls it in.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You've got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking shots.
Going to look downfield again. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Might be looking to run. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to add another. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Might as well stick with him. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. To the ground with the back. Turning it on. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a crease. It's Singleton. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Nittany Lions need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Allard. Complete to the left. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Nittany Lions look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Smith. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Randall. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A strike downfield. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top again. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 30. At the 20. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands.
And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the